Hi YouTube, this is Makeup by Kiki. I am here with a tutorial on how to shape your brows. So the first thing I'll tell you is why you should shape your brows. If you think about a picture or a photograph, you hang it in a nice frame. And the purpose of that frame is to make the picture look good. Think of your eyebrows as a frame for your face. So your eyebrows, if properly framed, if properly shaped, are going to make your eyeshadow and your face overall look really, really good, which is why people go and get their eyebrows threaded or waxed or tweezed, is to keep up the cleanliness of the brows. So a lot of times you may need to fill in your brows some, or do a little bit of makeup to help define your brows a bit more if you want a more dramatic look. So I'm just going to show you a basic technique for shaping your brows. So the first thing that we are going to do is show you what you'll need to do your brows. You are going to need a concealer, and I have my concealer palette here. You'll need a concealer brush, and this is just a little precision concealer brush. You will need an eyebrow brush, and you can see it is angled and it has pretty stiff bristles, and this is going to make for an easier application or a lighter application within that brow with your brow powder. You will need a brow powder, and you want to use one that is just a bit darker or as close as possible to your hair color. You'll need a pencil, brow pencil, and you'll need a brow gel or clear mascara to set it. Okay? So the first thing that I'm going to do is to take my pencil. And this is going to be my tool for defining the shape of my brow. I need to grab a mirror so I can get this as precise as possible. And I'll just zoom in here so you can see as well. Okay, so what I'm going to do is to really concentrate on getting a good shape for my brows. Sorry, I'm trying to get my camera in focus. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I'm going to take my pencil, and I'm just going to go right along the bottom of my brow to really define the shape of the brow. Okay, can you see that? I'm going to do the same thing along the top. This mirror's not great. And you'll go right over to the tail. Now the key is to know how your brow should be shaped. And I'll just go quickly and show you how that is. And I'm just going to use my pencil here as a tool. You want to take a pencil or what have you, and you're going to use your nose as your guide. Your nose straight up, and this should be where your brow ends. This is the inside inner point. Again, you're going to use your nose and just tilt that straight out to the outer corner of your eye. This should be the outer end point of your brow. Okay? Again, using your nose, lining up with the pupil of your eye, that should be the high point or the arch of your brow. Okay? So that shows you how your brow should be shaped. Okay? So we're going to do the same thing on the other side. The next thing I'm going to do is take my brow brush with my brow powder. I am going to, I usually start at the middle, at the arch of my brow, because wherever I lay the brush first is going to be where most of the powder is going to go. And I don't want a big blob of powder here or at the tail, so I'm going to start in the middle and kind of work it in and just blend that in between those two lines to really fill in my brows. so that there's no white space. And this just kind of creates an illusion that your brows are as full as they can possibly be, because a lot of times they can be kind of sparse in certain areas. And you just want to do soft strokes so that the color blends right in with your brows. And there you go. Okay. Okay. And now we'll do the other one. And I'm just going to go back and finish it off with my brow gel. And actually, I'll show you how I can kind of clean that up with my concealer also. I'm going to just go right along my brow here. And this is going to set that powder in place. And the neat thing about the gel also is that it tames the hairs and makes them lay down in place as well. Okay, last thing I'm going to do is to take my concealer, and I'm using my concealer brush. Okay, and I'm going to clean up around my brows any areas where there's any hairs that could use waxing or tweezing. And this makes it a lot easier when you can't get anywhere to get your brows waxed at that particular moment, but you still want them to look nice and clean under your makeup. Then this is just a little trick you can use. Okay, and there we go. So I'll just go back with my makeup and make sure it's very well blended before I apply my eyeshadow. But that's how you get picture perfect eyebrows. So have fun trying it for yourself, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.